Alright, we're going to do a quick mini guide for playing Junker Queen against Winston. So, I've been warming again to return to competitive after a bit of a break. Ended up playing this one in Suravasa. I was playing as Junker Queen against Winston. I think Junker Queen is generally favored against the Winston matchup because Shout is really good at canceling out his dive, and you have the ability to pull him back after he tries to run away. You could also anti him and his team at any moment in time. You really can't do anything to stop you besides his one bubble, and again, you could have Shout to kind of get around it or play inside of it. You also do a lot of damage up close, so you're good against that. You know, you're not a particularly good dive target. A lot of reasons why Junker Queen is good. I also think Junker Queen is good at maps that tend to be more skirmishy, like very complex maps. So, for example, push maps, I think she's good at. Control, she's good at, and I think that the new Flashpoint mode, Junker Queen will be pretty good at that mode too. She's less good at like straightforward brawler maps or poke maps, just because she's relatively short ranged. So, talking through this, we're actually going to lose this first fight and then win most of the rest of the way. But I think it's important to think about why do we win, why do we lose certain fights, and in particular, how does the Winston interaction with Junker Queen matter? For starters, I think this is actually the wrong way for me to go. I think that will actually, the maps are all brand new. I haven't played, this is like my second time playing this map. So it's going to take time to learn like what is the correct ways, the path. I think going through top right is actually faster, and this is actually the way I should have gone, versus going bottom left puts me on low ground right away. Anyway, I come in right here. I obviously don't know the Winston except I do it right now. I'm looking, and you notice I pause because I don't know if the Winston's going to try to jump from here onto my team, and I want to be able to shout when he comes in. So I'm trying to save shout for when this happens. So I have shout at this moment in time. I don't think that my soldier will die here, but I am wrong. And I should have popped shout a fraction of a second earlier. And what throws me off is the Discord, which I didn't realize until it was too late, that he dies just a little bit quicker than I would expect. Solo Winston really can't kill soldier, certainly not quickly. But with Discord, for sure, that amount of damage is enough to kill him, and he just barely dies here, and I'm shout's a little late. So that's my mistake. And this is the reason why we're losing this fight, right? Because I make mistakes. I personally make mistakes here that cause us to lose this fight. So I let my soldier die right here. I go in for the axe swing on him. I can't get any more shots on him because he's high ground, right? He's going to go behind the pillar, so I can't attack him. So I immediately leave the bubble again so that my team can heal me. I start putting pressure on the rest of the team. I'm just kind of stuck in a bad spot here because we're already 5-4. We're on low ground. They have two possible angles to shoot us from, here and here. So this is just a really bad situation to be in, which is good, though, because it helps me learn about how to play the map. I don't ever want to be in this situation again. I don't ever want to be in a situation where they control high ground here, and I'm playing down here trying to push uphill. It's just not a winning situation. So I'm kind of stuck. I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. I try to think about go left ground, left side. I see that my Junkrat goes in, so I'm trying to go in to help him. I don't have shout for him though, but I'm trying to peel the Winston. I axe him and I die. A big part of this is because I'm on the wrong side of the pillar, right? Discord, damage, etc., and I die. Obviously, not a great start for us. It's not looking good. But the thing is, I learned a lot. I learned a ton from this one fight in terms of how to play this map correctly. And I think this is on a different map. This wouldn't have played out the way that it did. Alright, so coming back again, looking to recontest. So I see where they are. They're all set up here. If I run through here, this is a tiny choke. We're all going to get spammed out and die. Winston happened to be hiding here too, which I did not realize. But I'm going to rotate. I'm going to go to the right because I'm trying to change the number of angles to fight. If they play on point, I want to have all these doorways to possibly attack them from to force them to deal with multiple angles so they don't have cover. So I lean to the right. And one of the things I talk about for Junker Queen is fishing. So in the pre-commitment phase, right, in the neutral phase when both teams are just kind of jockeying for position and like kind of spamming some damage out, Junker Queen is strong because similar to Roadhog, you can pull people out of position. And if you pull someone out of position, it usually results in a kill or at least forcing a defensive cooldown, and that's a big advantage going into the fight. So I'm going to throw a knife here, and I throw it to the left instead of at someone because I know they're going to pull back, right? They both swing out wide right? They're swinging out this way to attack me, which means that I think they're going to take cover after this, so I throw the knife to their left. And I'm just hoping, hey, there's two of them, maybe I'll get one. I do. I hit the Zen, I pull him forwards, right? Immediate hit. He tries to kick me away, which I was also kind of expecting in this situation, and then he's going to die. The moment the Zen dies, our chance of winning this fight goes from 50-50 to 75-25, right? That little thing, pulling him out of position, that's how you win fights, right? A lot of fights as Junker Queen without needing to do anything else. Hit knives, pull people out of position, you win fights. Winston, meanwhile, is flanking around the backside of the team. Nothing I can do about that. I'm going to shout, and I'm going to try to use this opportunity to go in, but I'm trying to read, like, hey, how much damage am I going to take here? And I'm just chilling for the moment. I probably could have, I think I shouted to make sure that I didn't die while killing the Zen. Yeah, I think this is a reactive shout, because I know I'm kind of straight up front, so I don't know how much shielding I'm going to get. My Mercy's killing me, my Ilari, that's going to be trouble pronouncing the name. Ilari is healing me, So I actually ended up being fine here. I didn't actually need to shout, but explaining to you why I popped that. I thought I was going to die here. I reload, and I'm like, okay, cool, time to go in. I see Winston's on my left. What do? Totally ignore him. Why? Because at this point, there's nothing I can really do, right? I have to pressure the back line. If I stand here in the bubble, I'm going to get melted by 3 people. So, look, Winston's going to be here. I'm going to walk forwards, and I'm just going to take the next point of cover. But he does block my knife, which is unfortunate. So I recognize that I'm bubbled off from my team, so I have to play slow here. Slow means not peeking, not trying to trade damage. Slow means like, hey, look, I just don't want to take any damage right now. Do whatever I can from this safe position. Right? I shoot, try to break the bubble, and now I go in. So the good news is, with Zen dead, they only have Kiriko as the one healer. I don't actually know where the Kiriko is. She's on point. Right? She's trying to heal from there. Obviously, it's really hard to heal Winston from that far away. She gets put a ton of damage, and then she dies right here. I'm going to follow this up by coming in, killing the Torb. Great. And then killing the turret. I see the Winston's here. Winston's at full health, right? So stayed up the whole time. And now I shout to follow him. Why? Because I know he's going to use bubbles soon, and I want to make sure to stick a knife in him before he jumps. So when Winston jumps, he has a 5-second cooldown. This is probably one of the most important tips in this video that I'm going to show you, which is Winston, when he jumps, has a 5-second cooldown starting from when he starts the jump. As Junker Queen, if you throw a knife in him in the last second or two before the jump cools down, he usually jumps out, and then you can pull him back to you, which 95% of the time is going to result in a kill. So he's trying to get out here. He jumps over here, try to finish off Mercy. I'm going to chase him down. I stick a knife, you throw, and I pull him right back, and he's going to die. So I'm going to show you it from my perspective. So I see the jump, right? I follow. I shout. I can do an axe because it's free damage, right? I shoot him. I throw a knife in him right there, right? Wait. Pull him right back. I step out of the bubble. Easy kill. This technique is brutal against Winston's. It's so hard because it messes up their engagement timing. Because if you throw it in them and they decide not to jump out because they don't want to get pulled back, it's still going to pull towards them, towards you, which is potentially deadly. But B, it also means that he has to stay longer than he wants to. And for Winston, the timings for how long he can stay in are very, very tight, right? Often in GM, I'd say literally you stay 1 second too long, you're going to die. So a Junker Queen knife pull that can last up to 4 seconds inside of them, that's really bad, and it can definitely screw them up really badly, right? You can definitely win games by using this technique over and over again. I probably shouldn't be playing a point here, but again, I'm trying to learn the map. So they're engaging, go for a knife pull. I could have, for example, hit like the Torb here and then pull them onto the low ground, which would have resulted in a pick. Don't hit anybody, fine. I'm looking to see what's going to happen. I probably should have rotated to this doorway. I did not realize that at the time, but in replay review, it became very clear that I should have been playing there. So Winston's going to come in. I know the Winston's coming in, so my job here is like, look, I got to make sure nobody dies to the Winston dive, and then I need to do something valuable. So, hey, Winston's coming in. I pop shout, so I give everybody shout to make sure, hey, no one's going to die, right? This is going to make the soldier fast. This is going to give him the overhealth. It's going to hopefully help him get away, which it does, right? He probably dies here without the extra speed and health. And then as soon as overhealth shout is popped, what do? I'm going to try and engage on the monkey because I want to burn him as fast as possible, right? Axe swing, shotgun, shotgun shot, and then the knife. I'm waiting for the knife. I just do shotgun and melee. Right? Shotgun, melee. I missed that shot, right? He's low right now. I was thinking about throwing a knife here, but I didn't think that I had a good chance at actually getting a kill, because if I pull the Winston into the open right now, he probably still lives simply because there's like a lot of damage pressure on my team and they can't focus anyone down. So I was kind of saving a knife for a better opportunity. Try to hit the Torb, miss him. No big deal. And I play back and I chill for a second. So I see Winston jumping in right now. What do? You see that I'm walking forwards already. Why? I'm going to kill Winston. I know right away this Winston's made a mistake. Why do I know that? Because if you might remember, when this fight started, what happened when this fight started? Okay, Winston's going to go in. He jumps in here. He puts down Bubble. Bubble has a 12-second cooldown. Okay, so I'm going here, fighting, yeah, blah, blah, blah. This is fine. Like, whatever, it is what it is. Okay, Winston's coming out. You know, blah, blah, blah. You know, sitting, right? I reload, chilling. I see him jump. He's going to die. Why? Bubble still has 3 seconds left. And this is why knowledge is such a critical part about playing Overwatch, especially at the higher ranks. You need to know how long cooldowns are and tracking them at all times. I knew when this Winston jumped in that he would not have Bubble for at least 2 seconds, and he is going to get melted. I also know that he's not even full health on the way in, because I saw how much damage that was being done to him. So you see, I target him down right away, and then he's going to die. Like, you're going to see how fast he dies here without Bubble. Right? He jumps in, everyone gets targeted, bam, dead. And like, I did a non-trivial amount. I think I landed like at least 2 big shotgun shots on him from here, right? So that's 160 damage from me alone, and then he just dies. Even if he got Bubble off, we were just walking the bubble and kill him. So recognizing, look, what are the cooldown opportunities? Getting that kill, that's big. From here, I'm trying to push up, you notice that like I'm taking a lot more damage than I expect. Right, I'm down to 230, 177. I'm discorded. I gotta play safe. Safe. I take cover. I just chill. I just wait. Right. I think a lot of other tanks would have been like, oh, let me just run at them. The tank's dead. But I'm like, look, there's not enough healing here for whatever reason. I don't know what's going on in my back line, but that's okay. Like I just chill, get healed up. Now I start pushing again. I pop shout because I want to close the fight, close the distance. I want to win this fight hopefully before the Winston comes back. Right. I pull one out of position, hit the Torb with the cleave. Right. I realize, oh shoot, I've taken too much damage. I gotta chill, come back. You see me point my head down, by the way, to avoid headshots. Which is a very common tip. So you see, like, if you turn down, if you're shooting from here, instead of having an easy headshot, now you're mostly going to hit her shoulders. This is a very common technique at higher ranks. So just chilling right now. I can't go out here because I have too little health. At 280 health, I'm not going to be able to go out here. So I do notice that, hey, look, Kitsune's been popped on the opposing team. So there's a possibility, like, they have some advantage here, even though they're down a tank. They have also just killed the Zen. Number two here is I see that Yari's, whatever, Sun Explosion, etc. Her Yari's ultimate has been popped. I know that Torb has been hit with it. Number three here is I know the Winston's coming back, and because I don't know the map super well, I don't know exactly how close the Winston is. I just don't know the spawns well enough. So I'm afraid the Winston's going to come back in Primal because I haven't seen him use Primal and potentially win this fight. So I'm going to pop ultimate here just to make sure everyone dies. You notice I even look at the Torb because I assume the Torb is going to die here from Rampage. I want to make sure the soldier doesn't stay because if the soldier stays here, he can potentially kill me in the back. But I'm like, cool, all right, fine. Torb's dead. Knife to Kiriko. Excellent. We'll take it just to make sure we cap. So cap is confirmed. I'm pushing here. This is not the correct direction to be pushing. The next point is actually going to be over here, but I have literally no idea where the next point is going to be. So instead of going the correct direction, I am running over here. I see the Torb here, the Winston's here low, right? I knife him. I come in right away and I knife him. Why? I know he's leaving soon. Because the bubble's already down, he's playing the corner, I know he has to be leaving soon. I knife him, shotgun, he goes, I pull him back. So you can see him come back in the air. But you notice that even though I'm pulling the Winston back, I'm not trying to kill the Winston, I try to kill a Torb. Why? Because the Torb's in my face. I have to kill the Torb. Like, I can't ignore the Torb to kill the Winston. The Torb does way more damage. So I change direction, I immediately look at Torb, try to kill Torb, great. Try to kill the Winston. Axe, kill the Winston, excellent. Zenyatta's here, I want to kill the Zen. Shot, I'm going to whiff this, right? 3, 4, and I did a melee here. The knockback prevents me from killing with the melee, so I'm like, oh shoot, and I can't get the last shot off. So this is a mistake by me, once again, due to map knowledge. So I did not realize that this was like their spawn, or like at least it wasn't like actively like clicking in my head that the spawn is here. So Soldier's going to stand in this doorway and be invincible and basically hold back my entire team, which is why I don't get any help here, though the Zen actually kills me from full in this situation. Zen was probably the best person on their team. Anyway, so is what it is. Now I'm like coming back really late. I'm like out of position. I gotta run up. The problem here is the Winston's gonna kill one, and then we're gonna lose the pylon here. So we already lost one before this fight even begins. Before I got there, that's unfortunate. It makes it very hard for us to win this fight. I missed this knife on the soldier, which I was annoyed at. So everyone is low, right? I pull the Zen. I did. The pull in the Zen actually could have killed him for sure, which is why I think he pops trance right now to not die. Yeah. So I did force trance here, somewhat accidentally. Once trance is forced, what do? I just keep shooting people. Why? This fight's over. I already know this fight's over because we lost the soldier initially. They already popped trance on point. We don't have any ultimates. I like check the scoreboard. We're not gonna win this fight. This is a 5-on-4, and they have trance. There's no way we're gonna win this fight. So all I'm trying to do right now is farm Rampage. Right? I was like, oh cool. If I can get this soldier kill, I will. But I did not think I was going to. Right. Great. So that's fine. Come back in. So I'm at 80% the ulti, and the Winston's at 20%, so I know I'm going to be, not that I know the Winston ulti, but I know the ulti in that fight, so I know I'm way ahead of him for ult charge. So we're going to walk up here, looking for an opportunity. I hear Winston jump in, so I'm trying to look for the knife. He's already on the other side of the bubble, so I'm waiting. I'm trying to pull Squishy now, out of position. Nope, couldn't get anybody. Great, setting up at choke here. I could have considered going to the right, but I didn't feel, based on my previous play of this map, that this would be a good angle for playing Junker Queen, and I sort of agree with this. I felt like I had good opportunities here to do something from main, not least of which because I saw the Winston use bubble, so I feel like I should be able to do something. Winston jumps over my head, so I'm like, okay, no Winston to deal with me, no bubble to deal with me. Great, now I'm going to shout, I'm going to go straight in. I missed the Torb, unfortunate. Torb is going to walk into a Junkrat trap, though. So great, we'll take the kill. I have to cover because I'm low and I'm discorded. Alright, play slow, play slow, play slow. Winston goes in, axe, right, shot, great, excellent, cool, and then we take it. So winding this back, right? In the terms of the Winston versus Junker Queen matchup, I come in, right? He's on defense now versus being on offense, which is different, right? I work him down. I know there's no bubble right now. No bubble means it's much harder for him to save his teammates, because if he's bubble, he can basically stop any teammate from dying to me whenever he wants. But without bubble, I don't have to worry about it. I get ready. If he'd stayed here, I would have just kept shooting him and then knifed him to force him to leave. Now that he jumps away from me, I know he's probably going after my soldier. Nothing I can do about that. So now I use shout, because now there's no space in front. There's no tank to hold the front. So now it's my job to go in and force them back. If they're scattered than this U, my team is never going to be able to make it into the choke. But I can force at least the right flank to take cover here, which is what I do. Right? It's also a kill opportunity. I didn't get this kill per se, or rather, I didn't do all the damage here, but I did force him backwards, happened to hit a junk trap, but like, things happen. Like, this is the whole reason why DPS exist, is like, they work together with you as the tank to get kills. Great, I confirmed the kill on him, excellent, and then I just chill here. The feeling of pace, of knowing when can I go, when can I not go, especially when you're playing against a dive hero who does a really good job blocking off your supports, you have to know, like, when do I have to play safe versus when do I have to aggress. Alright, from there, easy win. So I play up here. I don't want to allow them to set up like I did, like at the choke. I want to do as much damage here, as much as I possibly can, to slow them down. Another thing to note is I have Rampage, but I'm going to be holding it because I know Kiriko is holding Cleanse for me, right, Suzu. So I'm going to try to save Rampage as long as I can to try to see if she uses Suzu first. I'm going to hit the Torp here and pull him out of position. The soldier reads it right away, right? And you notice that I don't pull him right away. I wait a second, because I'm also happen to be reloading right now, and I pull, soldier is here. If I'd been stayed out there instead of reloading, or if the Junkrat is here, this Torp dies, and then this fight's easy. Winston goes in, I focus the Winston, because I need to get back to cover, do as much damage as I can, break bubble, right, burn the Winston down, there's 3 here, 4 here. Now, I get stuck into a weird situation. I shouldn't be here. I really need to be here. I'm too far forwards, and so the fight has developed faster than I expected, because now there's 5 people here, and I'm stuck in this spot. If I walk out this way, I guarantee you I die without shout, right? I don't have shout available right now. If I go this way, I'm gonna die. So I just need to chill here and hope that they don't push me. If they push into me, I do have options, right? I can Rampage, or I can axe them, Carnage at close range to get health back. I can also Rampage my way out of the room, which is a legitimate option to keep myself alive if needed be. So I'm not like so dead here, but recognize that I cannot leave this room. A very, very important read to make right now. So Winston goes in. I'm like, look, all right, whatever, I'll just shoot him from there. I'm looking to see if anybody's coming at me. The Torp actually hits the trap, which I did not realize, but Junkrat holds my side, excellent. Right, I should have gone for the Zen there. Right, Winston dives me, great. I beat Winston straight up. I don't need to worry about him killing me in a straight fight. So if it's a 1v1 between me and the Winston, no problem, I'll take it, yep. Go here, right? The issue here is that I can't stay in this room because I bet the Zen and the Kiriko are going to come in, which is exactly what they're about to do. So as soon as the Winston comes in on my front side, right, I axe swing and I immediately leave because I'm predicting, I didn't know this for sure, I'm predicting the supports are going to go in through the other door to try to kill me, which is correct. And you see I'm going to get out here, and now I bought enough time for me to shout, which allows me to actually leave successfully. So Visor gets popped here, and now that I'm successfully out, I can cover here, but I know that I have teammates who are vulnerable. In particular, I can see the soldier on my screen vulnerable. The soldier will most likely die here if I do not do something, which is why, what do? I pop Rampage right away, because that's the only tool I have at this point. I pop Rampage, even knowing the Kiriko Asuzu, because I never saw her use it. I pop Rampage anyway, because I want the soldier to cover. I don't want him to try to stay out here and fight it out. I want him to be like, oh shoot, I'm antied, I need to cover, which is exactly what he does. Great. The Kiriko's going to come in, cleanse, perfectly fine. That's okay. Like, if I have to trade for that, it's fine. Because in this situation, there's a good chance that we lose the fight if I don't Rampage that soldier. Because he would have killed our soldier at a minimum for free. So now I try to work him down, but like, oh shoot, I'm taking a ton of damage. Okay, I'm going to chill. I nearly died there. Alright, play the corner. Go up. Now that I have health, I want to force it. Right, soldier's running away. I can tell he is. I go for the knife. Miss it. Fine. Right. And go back and reset to default and play this corner. All right, 10% left. I know they're getting pretty low. I want to do as much damage as I can here. I know Winston's thinking about touching. I know he has primal too. I'm trying to burn him down as much as I can. He pops primal, but he goes on the point. 1 second too late. It's going to cap, which is great. So from here, I pop shout, because now, again, there's no Winston on me. There's no bubbles to stop me. I now need to do damage. Damage. But the problem is, with 3 people here plus Discord, I'm like, oh, this is too much. I chill, go back. Right, just play corner, get kills. And then once again, the next point is all the way over here. Yeah, it is far. Where is it? So this is how well I know this map. What the heck? It's somewhere over here. we'll get there. Anyway, I go this way, which is incorrect. I'm like, oh shoot. I realized too late that I should have popped shout earlier. As a result, I'm not going to have shout opening into this fight. So we're going to run all the way over here. They've switched over from Winston to D.Va. So this part of the video for Junker Queen versus Winston's over. I'm just going to complete the replay review just so you can see the D.Va play. So I mentioned this D.Va here. I'm going to try to work her down as much as I can because she doesn't have bubbles. Right? Just playing this corner. My soldier dies right away, which is pretty silly, I would say. He's like way in the open. This is suicide. Yeah, like what is this plan? I go try to get the axe swing on her, but she flies through, which is good. Right? I'm super low here. I luckily kill the soldier. I shout, get kept up. Great. Trance is popped. I noticed that the trance has gone around because it looks like it's going for probably the D.Va. Yep, it's going for the D.Va in the back line. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take the free kill on the Torb because he's not in trance range. Kill the Torb. Excellent. Come back in. I know the Zen's coming in. I'm finishing the trance right next to me, and I know the Zen doesn't know that I'm there. I can just tell from his movement that he doesn't realize where I am. So I'm walking up looking for the axe swing. I do one shot first, right? Always that one shot first to get the free damage, then go for the axe swing. He's super low. Kill the Zen, right? So now they're down 2. Now we just bring down D.Va, and then, you know, just clean up from there. All right, first fight over. But rewinding back, right? Why do we win this fight despite the fact that we lost a soldier? So first, work down D.Va, right? Play the corner, hold this space. I want to play here, right? I don't want to play like here because this is not a good engagement distance for me. I have a shotgun. I want to play relatively close. Like here is good, right? Just work down as much damage as I possibly can. We're going to lose a soldier right away. Not good for us, but like maybe possible. I missed the axe swing because the D.Va flies through. I should have realized that. I get burned here. I'm going to use shout to stay alive. Yep. The soldier's going to die because he just takes a lot of damage. Actually, I want to look at the shot on the soldier. So that's a good shot by me. Oh, damn. Okay. So, yeah. So, obviously, I didn't do most of the damage there, but I did do the final killing blow. So, killing the soldier because he plays out in the open too, which is a mistake, right? Then I continue just holding this corner as long as I can. That's all I can do. Like, I can't go after the D.Va right now. I just need to prevent these 3 from doing anything valuable. Trance goes. I recognize, look, Trance can be around the corner. Torb here is going to be vulnerable. Great. Going to kill Torb. Excellent. Right? So, I've killed the soldier. I've killed the Torb. Right? I know the Zen's going to finish Trance right next to me. Right, because I see him coming in, and I can see that the Zen is going to be looking towards this, right, the squishies in the back / the D.Va. So I just walk up to him, one shot, axe swing, shot, melee, great, dead. Right, now I've killed 3 of the 5 players, and then from here, you know, let's just clean up. So now that we've cleaned up, we're going to walk forward because we're trying to take a little bit of space away from them. Again, I don't know the map super well. I'm looking for the hook on the soldier. I miss it. Whatever. Right, just spamming. I'm trying to get Rampage as soon as possible because I'm at 87. Still poking, right? Seeing if I can get a knife pull, but they're rotating to the right, so I'm rotating as well. I'm looking, I wind back because I'm not sure if they're actually going to the right or not. Like, I don't know if they're going this way or if they're going this way, which is why I pause here for a second when I don't see them on the right to confirm which way they're going. And now, you see, I start winding this way. I'm like, oh, are they actually going? And I'm like, oh, shoot, they're actually winding back the other way. Nope. They're roughly splitting both paths. That's fine. Torb's out of position. I want this pull right away. Like little things like that where it's like, oh, hey, this Torb is jumping to the left. Great. Knife, pull, shot, axe. Right? D.Va does a good job bumping me out of the way, prevents the kill. Right? I use shout to try to get back. Unfortunately, I do not get any healing at this moment in time. So my Illari really should have been looking at me at that moment in time. There's no reason not to. Nothing was happening, which is why I was also surprised I died there. But the good news is the Mercy's going to res me right away. I get back up. Illari's ultimate's going to go off, but the thing is that nobody even gets on point, so it's just going to be an easy cap from there to win. Okay, cool. To recap, right, again, in the Junker Queen versus Winston matchup, a few things. Number 1, you beat him 1v1. If you can take a 1v1 against him, take it all day, all the time. Every single opportunity you get, take 1v1s against Winston, number 1. Number 2 is stick knives in him before he jumps back. Don't throw a knife in him right when he jumps in. Wait something like 3 to 4 seconds, then stick the knife in him, then keep applying pressure, then pull him back after he tries to jump away. That's number 2. Number 3, use shout to counter his dive if you can, right? If you're near your teammates who are being dove, pop shout so they all get speed and they get the extra health and they can all just like kite him and just run out of the way and he'll be completely useless. Number 4 is if Winston dives past you, usually the right call is not to engage the Winston unless he's like making a terrible dive. The right call is to attack their backline and force them back and zone them versus trying to deal with their Winston. Because fighting Winston in his bubble while the rest of the team are pounding you in the back is not going to go well. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Hopefully this is helpful.